What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we're testing a tried and true old school budget heads cam intake combo for the small block Ford, you know, that probably a lot of you guys, including myself, have done on your Fox body. But if you want to know what kind of power it makes, I'm about to show you. All right, guys, so a couple weeks ago, Dover and I went and picked up this very nice little 87. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, definitely a nice little car. So without even, you know, any more BS, let's talk about what's under the hood. Stock bottom end 302, GT40 P heads, GT40 tubular intake. It's going to be either an E or a B cam. That really doesn't make that much of a difference either way. But it is an old school motorsport cam. Do have long tube headers, full exhaust, and it's got a 14 gear. But the real reason we're doing this today is we want to see, is it worth all the time and the effort and money it takes to put this combo on your car? Is it worth it? Because, you know, a lot of guys look at this as a budget combo. So we're going to test this and we're going to talk about the numbers and just kind of say, hey, you know, is the extra power worth it? How much extra power are you going to make? We're about to find out. Alright, so first number, and we were getting a little bit of misfire, guys, and peak RPM 5600. We did 222, 274. Pretty solid torque, but I think we're gonna run it up a little bit higher this time. All right, guys, pass number 2, picked up almost 10 horsepower. It's like it was just quit missing. It's quite as bad. A little bit of torque, not too bad. Did it feel like it was still cutting out pretty good? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like as soon as you hit load, it starts to, yeah. All right, guys, so I'm gonna step out real quick so you can hear me a little bit better. We're gonna start the pull a little bit higher. For some reason, it's bogging down real bad and wanting to misfire a little bit when we start to pull about 2,000 or 2,500. So we're gonna start at 3,500 and see if it does a little better. If it's misfiring and cutting out, we're not gonna get an accurate number. So that didn't help. It was smoother until it got up in the RPM, so we looked at that. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Yeah. We actually lost power on that pole.
Yeah.
It was like 228, I think.
229, 228. The pull was wider right here. See how long it held
Yeah.
the power didn't nose over like it did before.
So that could be a...
busted up above 54.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we're gonna make a Hail Mary pull. See if we can make any more power. Did a quick inspection, can't see any reason why it's misfiring. But I don't know. Try this out. Let's go. See no difference. Look at the graph, it was yeah, it starts dropping. What RPM is that? 52. So it starts breaking up by 5200 or so. Let's talk about the numbers real quick. This is a Mustang dyno, and Mustang dynos typically will read lower than a dyno jet. So that's number one. Number two, there was a couple of things other than it breaking up, which we don't really have any reason why it's doing that, but it is. A couple of reasons why the power might be a little lower. Number one, throttle body and mass air are still stock, so there's a little bit of power, not a lot, but there's a little power left on the table with that. And then the second thing is the exhaust. There's no equalizing via H or an X pipe. It's two pipes pretty much straight off the long tubes and out. So a little bit of power left there. Typically on a dyno jet, you'll see between 255, 265. So on the dyno jet, with the parts that I mentioned not being present on this car, I'm going to say we're right in the ballpark of you know what it should be. The engine's obviously healthy, maybe needs some new plugs or you know whatever, but you're gonna see typically 255 ish with this combo, and stock you're gonna be around 200 ish for a good running stock 5 liter. So you know you're roughly picking up in the neighborhood of 50 horsepower. All right, boys, that's pretty much gonna wrap this one up. Huge shout out again to the Horsepower Factory for getting us in. Guys, if you're not familiar with Ford Takeover, haven't been to Ford Takeover, this is where the dyno shootout happens. Check out my website, link right here, and go get info on the Horsepower Factory, the dyno shootout, Ford Takeover. It's gonna be an epic event. But yeah, guys, is it worth it? Is it worth it for roughly 50 horsepower, for all the work and the expense that it takes to put this top end on your car? I'm gonna leave that one up to you. But hey, you know, we all work with what we have, and you know, I've had to save up to buy underdrive pulleys back when I was younger, so hey, I get it. You do with what you can. So there's the information. Do with it as you will. Always have fun doing these type of old school stuff, and I've got a lot more coming, I promise. So in the meantime, if you enjoy this video, big thumbs up, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.